A survey of 1,400 women found that nearly 3 out of 4 had ended up canceling a solo trip they really wanted to take, usually because their worries or fears got the better of them. It's something a lot of people can relate to, but it doesn't always have to turn out that way. Today, we're going to go through a guide that is more than just a checklist for what to put in your suitcase. It will help you feel ready and excited for solo travel so that your next adventure feels rewarding, memorable, and completely your own. Before diving into the details, it's important to understand why solo travel, especially for women, can be a game-changing experience. A common myth suggests that traveling alone equates to being lonely. In reality, it is often the exact opposite. It's incredibly liberating. The freedom to explore without compromise, without consulting anyone else's schedule or preferences, is a form of pure empowerment. Being out on your own forces you to make all the decisions, big and small, leading to a profound journey of self-discovery and independence. You call all the shots, changing plans on a whim, lingering longer in a charming cafe, or moving on if a place isn't clicking. It is your itinerary, your adventure, and that is a powerful feeling. Research like a pro, not a worrier. Many travelers, especially women, tend to over-research, diving deep into forums and news articles, only to end up more anxious. This happens from hunting for horror stories instead of practical hacks. The research phase shouldn't be about doom scrolling. It should be about gathering smart, actionable intelligence. A professional approach involves dedicating just 30 minutes to 3 key sources. First, consulting your government's official travel page for the destination provides the latest advisories, safety warnings, and entry requirements, forming a factual foundation. Second, diving into the local Reddit sub for the city offers real-time insights from people living there, which neighborhoods are buzzing, which to avoid after dark, and local scams to watch for. It's raw, unfiltered, and valuable. Finally, checking recent Google reviews for accommodations, specifically searching for mentions of solo or female solo, gives insight into how other solo women experienced those places. That's it. This intelligence-gathering phase provides crucial information, such as safe neighborhoods favored by expats, which metro lines bypass deserted stations, or which bar has a reputation for looking out for its patrons. This is actionable intel. It's not about terrifying yourself, it's about equipping yourself. These key nuggets should be saved in an easily accessible place, like a phone's lock screen note, to avoid fumbling through endless tabs while out and about. Beyond these quick hits, choosing destinations known for being safe and welcoming for women is a wise strategy. Look for places with lower crime rates and a more open, respectful culture. Pre-trip cultural immersion also goes a long way. Learning about local customs, dress codes, and social norms helps with blending in, showing respect, and reducing unwanted attention. It isn't about changing who you are, but about being a savvy, respectful visitor. Digital safety is also crucial. Before leaving, loading a phone with essential travel apps for navigation, translation, and emergency contacts is key. Using a VPN secures internet connections, especially on public Wi-Fi. Backing up all important documents, passport, visa, insurance, flight bookings, to the cloud or an encrypted drive provides a critical safety net if physical documents go missing. Finally, managing finances is a foundational step. Budget carefully, but also carry emergency funds in a separate, secure location. Have multiple payment methods, like different credit cards and some local cash. Keeping money and valuables in secure anti-theft bags or hidden pouches, such as a crossbody bag with RFID blocking, builds a powerful foundation for a stress-free trip. Your first 24-hour safety buffer. The moment of arrival in a new country can be a whirlwind of excitement and overwhelm. making the first 24 hours an absolute safest, most comfortable buffer zone is non-negotiable. Always book the first night's accommodation before stepping on the plane. Leaving it to chance when tired and disoriented is a risk. Look for a place with at least 20 positive reviews, a safety score of 9+, and a 24-hour front desk. This ensures someone is always available. Once booked, forward the confirmation email to an emergency contact and screenshot the address in the local language. This avoids the stress of trying to explain a destination to a non-English speaking taxi driver. On landing day, before disembarking, preload an offline map of the area showing the route from the airport to the accommodation. Using an app like Google Maps or Maps.me allows for blue dotting the entire journey, providing a constant sense of location and direction. This prevents looking lost and vulnerable while spinning in circles with a paper map. Once checked in, a quick 3-point sweep of the room adds a layer of security. First, check the door deadbolt for sturdiness and smooth operation. Second, test all window latches and balcony sliders, paying extra attention to ground floor rooms. Third, for added peace of mind, wedge a chair under the doorknob. This simple trick provides an extra physical barrier. Now, it's possible to shower off the flight grime, knowing the base camp is locked down tight. When inspecting the room, look for any signs of tampering or anything that seems out of place. If there is any feeling of unease, it is always acceptable to ask for a new room. Comfort and safety are paramount. Discretion is also important. Avoid saying the room number allowed at check-in and be mindful of who might be watching when coming and going. This isn't about paranoia, it's about being smart. If at any point during a stay a feeling of being unsafe arises, requesting a room change or an escort from staff is a valid option. Reputable accommodations prioritize guest safety. For initial solo trips, sticking to well-reviewed hotels, hostels, or guest houses is often the safest bet over more informal options that cannot be thoroughly vetted. On the ground, a simple truth of safe travel is that standing out can make one a target. The goal is not to hide, but to harmonize with the local environment. A quick Google image search for street style current year in the destination city can be very revealing. By screenshotting a few outfits locals are wearing, it's possible to recreate them with travel-friendly fabrics. The guiding rule is this: if locals are wearing jeans in the heat, wearing jeans is the best way to blend in. The goal isn't to be a fashionista, it's to be less noticeable. Accessories also matter. A bulky day pack can be swapped for a sleek crossbody purse made of canvas, which is harder to snatch and less flashy than nylon. When walking, adopting the trifecta of subtle deterrence, earbuds in, even with no music, hood up, if appropriate, and eyes forward, projects a sense of purpose and being unreadable. For example, in the bustling markets of Marrakesh, ceasing to smile at every stranger can cause unwanted solicitations to drop by 90%. The principle is to blend, not beckon. Understanding and respecting local dress codes is part of blending in. In many cultures, dressing modestly is a sign of respect that helps avoid unwanted attention. This isn't about conforming to oppressive standards, but about navigating a new environment smartly. If local women cover their shoulders or knees, doing the same is a small gesture that can make a big difference. The less a person draws attention to themselves as an obvious tourist, the safer and more comfortable they will feel. Real situational awareness is simpler and more effective than a spy movie fantasy. It's about noticing patterns, not shadows. While walking, playing a mental game of cataloging the surroundings. Red car, white van, cafe with 2 exits, couple holding hands, builds a mental map of what is normal. When that pattern suddenly breaks, for instance, if footsteps behind suddenly sync up perfectly, that is the cue. Instead of panicking, simply stepping aside, pretending to tie a shoe, or checking a phone allows a potential follower to pass. 9 times out of 10, it's a coincidence. If they also stop, or if instinct screams, "Nope," the correct action is to enter the nearest storefront or cafe and immediately text a trusted contact with a live location. Practicing this game even at home makes it feel like second nature abroad. Trusting gut instincts is a traveler's most powerful internal safety device. If a situation, person, or street feels off, it probably is. It's crucial not to rationalize it away, but to remove oneself from the situation immediately. Intuition is finely tuned to subtle cues the conscious mind might miss. Beyond this internal radar, practical steps are vital. Always know the route, even for a short walk. Avoid dark, isolated areas, especially after sunset, and stick to well-lit, populated streets if out late. Carrying a personal safety device, like a loud personal alarm, can be effective at drawing attention and deterring threats. Some travelers choose to carry legal self-defense tools, but understanding local laws is essential. Taking a basic self-defense class before a trip can also provide a significant confidence boost. The polite no. Unwanted attention rarely requires a physical confrontation. More often, it just needs a good script. Solo female travelers may encounter situations where someone won't take a hint. This is where a verbal arsenal becomes useful. There are 3 go-to lines that should be practiced until they feel natural. First, a distracted, "Sorry, I'm late," implies a rush to meet someone, making one appear less available. Second, a firm, "My husband is right over there," creates an immediate boundary, regardless of marital status. Third, the broken record no. Just a simple no, said while walking away without breaking stride. The crucial part is to not apologize, not explain, and not smile. These can be seen as loopholes or openings for further engagement. These words should be paired with clear body language, a palm up like a stop sign, broken eye contact, and continuous movement. This projects confidence and disinterest, not fear. Predators look for vulnerability and hesitation. A crisp, boring, unwavering no is often safer than any pepper spray that might have been forgotten or couldn't be legally carried. It's about asserting boundaries calmly and confidently. This confidence is cultivated through practice. Rehearsing these lines in front of a mirror helps to internalize the tone and body language. The more natural it feels, the more effective it will be. Every traveler has the right to feel safe and unbothered and owes no one their time or an explanation. Safety comes first. Mindset. From lonely to liberated. The first night alone in a new place can feel heavy, and solitude can morph into loneliness. The trick is to flip the perspective. Instead of focusing on what's missing, list 3 things one can do alone that would be impossible with people from back home, like eating gelato for breakfast, spontaneously changing countries, or journaling in a plaza at 2 a.m. The crucial next step is to do one of them immediately. A brilliant strategy for the morning after arrival is to book a free walking tour. It's a low-pressure way to make acquaintances, get insider tips, and often secure a dinner invitation. It helps to find bearings and shake off initial solo travel jitters. Happiness on the road is not about constant Instagram-perfect euphoria. It's built from small micro-choices that prove one is steering their own ship. This control over the itinerary and emotions is where the magic of solo travel happens. The personal growth, self-discovery, and sheer independence. Solo travel is not lonely. It is profoundly liberating. It's a chance to learn who you are when making decisions solely for yourself. It allows for incredible flexibility and spontaneity. An extra day to explore a hidden alley is possible. Ditching a plan for a spontaneous day trip is an option. The itinerary is yours alone, and that freedom is intoxicating. Taking time for mindfulness and reflection through journaling, photography, or simply observing helps to process experiences and solidify memories. Celebrating independence and acknowledging the bravery of stepping out alone is important. Every challenge overcome and every beautiful sunset witnessed builds an incredible reservoir of confidence that serves long after the trip ends. This journey isn't just about seeing the world, it's about inspiring a future self to keep exploring and growing. Troubleshooting, health, booze, and boundaries. While travel calories may not count, alcohol definitely does when traveling solo. A strict 2-drink ceiling when out alone is a smart rule. The initial buzz is fun, a disoriented stumble home is not. A helpful trick is to alternate every alcoholic drink with a full glass of water. It's a local habit in many places to stay hydrated and maintain wits. If a new acquaintance is pushing drinks, blaming an early morning tour is a simple excuse that nobody argues with. Always carry rehydration salts. They are a lifesaver for everything from a hot day to a dodgy stomach. Most critically, if a gut instinct says nope about a pub, a date, or a street food vendor, listen to it. Walk away. Intuition is the cheapest, most reliable health insurance on earth. Beyond alcohol, remembering the basics of health and wellness is key. Stay hydrated, get enough rest, and always have comprehensive travel insurance. It covers not just major emergencies, but also lost luggage, canceled flights, and minor medical issues that can become huge expenses. Being prepared for health bumps allows them to be handled with grace, not panic. Packing light, carry-on only, carry-on happy. Carry-on only, carry-on happy is a solo traveler's mantra. One 40-liter bag that is compliant with airline regulations means skipping baggage fees, the risk of lost luggage, and porter scams. It's pure freedom. The magic packing formula includes rolling 3 tops, 2 bottoms, 1 versatile dress, and 1 sarong that can triple as a towel, skirt, or curtain. Wear the bulkiest shoes on the plane. Use Ziploc bags for electronics to breeze through security. Every single item in the bag must earn its keep. No just-in-case items. A light pack leads to a light heart and a happy traveler. When organizing, keep important documents and valuables in a separate, secure pouch within the carry-on. Anti-theft features like locking zippers or slash-proof fabric are worth considering. Don't forget crucial safety extras: a portable charger, travel locks, and a rubber doorstop or personal alarm. These small additions can make a huge difference in peace of mind. Accommodation check-in, 5-minute sweep. Upon entering a new room, a thorough 5-minute sweep is in order. This isn't about paranoia, it's about ensuring a safe haven. First, use a phone torch to sweep every corner of the room to ensure there's nowhere for anything to hide. Second, immediately test the door lock, engaging the safety chain or deadbolt. If it feels loose or doesn't engage properly, an immediate room change is warranted. Third, check all window latches and balcony sliders, which is a priority for ground floor rooms. If they don't feel secure, request a change. Fourth, count the steps to the nearest emergency exit to know the escape route. Fifth, place a rubber doorstop under the door. This simple wedge has been known to stop attempted late-night entries, whether intentional or accidental. It's a cheap and effective tool for an incredible sense of security. Once the 5-minute sweep is done, it's possible to sleep tight, knowing the space is secure. Discretion is still key. Avoid announcing the room number in the lobby. When leaving the room, ensure the door is securely locked and that no valuables are visible from the outside. If there is ever a feeling of unease about the accommodation for any reason, speaking to staff is the right course of action. For solo female travelers, especially beginners, Sticking to well-vetted hotels, hostels, or guest houses with strong security measures and good reviews is the most reliable choice. So, there you have it. What do you think about this? Let us know down in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.